It happened on a chilly Wednesday afternoon, just after lunch, beneath the bleachers behind Jefferson High's football field, the kind of place where secrets were whispered and hearts were often broken. The wind carried the dry scent of cut grass and late autumn leaves, but nothing could mask the sting that pierced 17-year-old Alyssa's soul as she fell to her knees, staring at the shattered pieces of her most sacred possession, a delicate silver heart-shaped locket with tiny roses etched into its surface. The chain lay in the dirt, broken, snapped like it meant nothing. But to Alyssa, it was everything. It was the last gift her mother gave her before the cancer took her life 2 years ago. And now, it was ruined. Not by accident, but by cruel hands and colder hearts. Girls who smiled for pictures and cheered for touchdowns, yet hid venom behind glitter and mascara. They laughed as they walked away, their designer shoes crunching over the broken remains of something that held years of love, memories, and mourning. If you believe in kindness, in second chances, in standing up for what's right, please take a moment to like, comment, share this story, and subscribe to our channel. These real, emotional stories deserve to be heard. Your support makes that possible. Alyssa had never asked for pity. Not when she had to start over as the new girl at Jefferson High, moving across states with just her grieving father and a duffel bag of old clothes. Not when the popular girls eyed her up and down like she was something the wind blew in from the wrong side of town. And not when whispers started spreading through the hallways that she only made the cheer team because coach felt sorry for the girl with no mom. Alyssa knew how to smile through pain. She'd perfected that during the long hospital nights beside her mother's bed, during the funeral when her aunt clutched her too tight, and every time her father came home looking more lost than before. But that day behind the bleachers, the smile vanished. All that was left was silence. And tears. And a broken necklace that could never be replaced. At school, rumors traveled faster than fire. The girls who did it, Rachel, Brittany, and Mads, were idols in Jefferson High's halls. They dated football captains, threw weekend parties with velvet guest lists, and acted like royalty. To them, Alyssa was just another face in the crowd, until she made varsity cheer and dared to shine on the same stage. That was enough to make her a target. The necklace was just the final blow in their mean-spirited game of social survival. They didn't know the history behind it. Or maybe they did. Maybe that's why they went for it. Alyssa didn't tell anyone. Not coach, not her father, not even the principal. She showed up the next day with puffy eyes and trembling hands, but her hair was tied, her uniform was pressed, and her smile was gone. During practice, she missed steps. At lunch, she sat alone. When her best friend Lily approached, Alyssa only shook her head. "I'm fine," she muttered. But she wasn't. And Lily knew it. It was Lily who secretly started asking questions, putting pieces together, and overheard Rachel bragging in the girls' bathroom about how Alyssa totally lost it over that dumb locket. It was Lily who grabbed her phone and texted Alyssa that she needed to be in the auditorium that Friday afternoon. "Trust me," she wrote. That Friday, the school held its annual fall pep rally, a big event before the homecoming game. The bleachers were full, the gym echoed with cheers, banners flew, and the whole school buzzed with excitement. But just before the cheerleaders took the floor, the lights dimmed and the giant screen lowered. Everyone quieted. A video began to play. A grainy home clip appeared. A woman with auburn hair and a tired but warm smile appeared on screen, holding a small silver locket. "To my beautiful girl Alyssa," the woman said in a shaky voice, clearly recorded from a hospital bed. "This necklace, it's not just a gift. It's a reminder. That no matter where I go, I'm always right here." She tapped her heart. Always. The room went silent. You could hear people breathing. The next clip was a black and white photo montage. Alyssa as a baby. Her mother kissing her on the forehead. A photo from her 10th birthday, cake, laughter, balloons. Then, a funeral photo. And then, footage from the security camera near the bleachers. Rachel, Brittany, and Mads laughing as they yanked something from Alyssa's neck and stomped on it. Gasps rippled through the gym. Teachers stood frozen. Students stared in disbelief. And in the center of the mat, Alyssa stood alone, facing the crowd, not with tears, but with strength. Her chin lifted. Her eyes shining. Then, Coach Martinez stepped forward. I think we've all seen enough, she said sharply. Rachel, Brittany, Madison, you're suspended from the cheer squad indefinitely. And we'll be speaking with your parents immediately. The three girls sat frozen. Mads burst into tears. Brittany looked like she'd just been slapped. Rachel, always proud, always untouchable, turned pale and rushed out of the gym. The cheers that followed weren't for the drama. They were for Alyssa. But Alyssa didn't stay to bask in the justice. She left quietly, slipping into the hallway. Behind her, applause echoed like thunder. But she leaned against the wall, eyes closed, breathing deeply. Not in triumph, but in relief. In that moment, she didn't feel like the broken girl anymore. She felt seen. She felt her mother. And most of all, she felt something she hadn't in years, peace. The following Monday, something strange happened. Students Alyssa had never spoken to started smiling at her in the halls. Notes of support appeared in her locker. Someone even gave her a handmade bracelet with a tiny heart charm. She wore it, not as a replacement, but as a reminder that kindness still existed. Lily remained by her side, fiercely loyal. You deserve to be seen, she whispered one day during lunch. And now they know. Rachel, Brittany, and Mads never fully recovered their status. They walked the halls quietly now, heads down, no longer worshipped. Some said they cried for days. Others claimed they transferred schools soon after. But Alyssa never gloated. She never spoke of revenge. Because she had something greater, dignity, grace, and a mother's love that no one could ever destroy. If this story moved you, if it made you cry, or reminded you of someone you've lost, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your engagement helps these stories reach more hearts like yours. Special request, please comment below. She deserved better, but she rose even higher, if you felt Alyssa's strength in your heart. Let's fill this comment section with light.